In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see
Greetings and welcome back to Fisher Wealth Management's Tips of the Week. I'm Rick Fisher, Managing Partner here at Fisher Wealth Management. And this week's tip is really on special needs trust. And the reason, I got a client call into my radio show this week inquiring about their child who's 16 years old and never most likely will be able to live on their own. This child has some sort of special need. Mom and dad have been good savers and investors, and they have adequate life insurance. It's really important to them that this child, they have two, but this specific child is well taken care of when they're not here one day. Their question was around, how do we make sure that any inheritance we leave this child does not disrupt any type of special government benefits that my child is receiving in services? Because if you think about it, a lot of these benefits that a child may be receiving could be interrupted if all of a sudden the child got wealthy. So if right now the child has no assets, mom and dad pass away and dump $1 million in his or her lap, the government may require those monies be spent first to care for the child before they step in and pick up services again. So how do we handle that? And one of the most popular ways to handle this situation is by the use of what's called a special needs trust. A special needs trust is just like it sounds. It's designed for people with children with a special need, right? So in this scenario, when I pass away, I could leave property in this special needs trust. This trust is only for the benefit of this child for as long as they live. The way these trusts have to be drafted, though, it has to leave really full discretion to the trustee. Okay, so if the child themselves could reach in and grab that capital or that property, so could the facility they're staying at or the government. So in order to protect the child and these assets, a special needs trust is typically a discretionary trust. Now, who's going to be the trustee is a really important question. You could name a sibling or a family member, but keep in mind there's no traffic cop up there for trustee. So you need to make sure it's somebody you trust as much as you trust yourself. Not only do they have to honor your wishes, but they also need to know how to manage money. So a lot of cases people will elect to use a professional trustee. We happen to have a trust company here at my brokerage firm that handles these types of issues for our clients, but professional trustees are audited. They are used to handling the minutia of a trust. So if you're considering using a trust, if you have a special needs child in your life and you're considering adding this as part of your estate plan, you need to make sure you're comfortable with who's going to be trustee. Okay? Now, here at Fisher Wealth Management, we're not attorneys and we don't draft these documents. We'll need a good, experienced attorney that has experience in drafting this very specific type of trust to draft it for you. But if you just want to understand how they work and see if this type of planning may be a reasonable solution for you and your family, we do welcome you to call us down here at Fisher Wealth Management. Certified financial planners, certified estate planner. I do spend a lot of my continuing education hours in this area, so we're in a good position to be a sounding board for you to help you figure out whether or not this type of planning technique will be right for you and yours. So thanks again for listening, and please stay tuned for more Fisher Wealth Management Tips of the Week.
Feel the moon shining, ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind?